gonna keep plastering and sanding and get this apartment knocked out.
We thought we'd have enough time between October and now to be ready physically and mentally to do drywall again. We only have a couple more coats of drywall to do. We're gonna put some paper down on the floor to protect the floor. That way when we come in to paint, the floor will already be protected and we won't be cleaning paint off the floor as well as some of the drywall plaster that we got on it last time.
But we're going for the industrial messy look, so.
Yeah, I like it. I think we're done then.
Yeah, let's just leave it as it is.
So, back to drywall.
Okay, let's go.
All right, so as we're finishing up our final drywall sanding, we're done with plaster, but there's some spots that need to be sanded a little bit more, and so I'm going around with a flashlight and just looking down the wall for any shadows, and I've got one right there. So without the light, that looks perfect. And if you shine the light on it, you can find that little dent, and then you've got the ripples above it.
Yeah.
So just marking those so we can come back and sand them.
We are ready to prime. So this is the last time this lovely apartment will look like this.
This is gonna take forever.
I think I have an idea though.
Okay. All right, what's your idea?
Okay, so I've seen this really cool thing where people snap their finger and then like the job is done.
I think that might just be done in editing.
No, I think it's a thing.
All right, let's
try.
give it a try.
Okay, ready?
Wow, that was pretty cool.
See, it works.
Let me give that a try.
Okay.
Oops.
You used the wrong finger.
Oh, my bad. Hey, it's all done.
I love that trick.
I love that trick too. But seriously, this was a lot of work and we're so happy that it's over.
Yes.
What do we do, 4 coats of plaster?
Yes, all said and done. Yeah, 4 coats.
4 coats of plaster, then primer, then paint. And now we move on to trim.
Yeah, we can make it pretty now.
So we got a break in the rain today, so let's take care of some chores out here on the homestead. One thing we've got is this ditch that we dug last year isn't draining right, so we're going to take a shovel and some time and see if we can get it draining a little bit better. So our friends over at High C sent us this pair of boots to try out, and what better way to do it than to stand here in the ditch and do a little bit of digging. Even standing in 8 inches of water, my feet are perfectly dry. These are great. So this water's probably about 50 degrees, and these high C mid-calf boots are really keeping my feet warm and dry. These are awesome boots. They are great quality at a wonderful price. Click the link in the description below and you can visit their website and see all of the things they have to offer there. Also, at checkout, you can use our coupon code Off Grid Homestead for 15% off your entire order. You can buy with confidence with High C's lifetime warranty that will keep you warm and dry for years to come. Thank you so much for hanging in there with us as we did the exciting job of plastering and painting. But now we're on to the fun stuff. This morning, Amy and I are going to build the coffee bar along this wall here with a nice accent above it. That's why this isn't painted. Our winter project last winter was to mill all the pieces of wood that we needed for this trim work project. So we cut all the pieces and got them all painted and stained for this coffee bar back in the Oregon shop. Today we're going to be milling up some of the wood that we got here in Oregon that we need for our apartment build. So we're going to be milling up the wood for the window trim and door trim, and we're also going to build a coffee bar. So the other day we went to our favorite store here in Oregon, the Building Materials Resource Center. They've got a bunch of seconds and just kind of building material like extras. You can get a lot of good prices on things and a lot of really good product. Let's see what we got. We found this really nice birch solid core door that we're going to turn into a countertop for the coffee bar. Oh, it's heavy. Oh. We always used to call the Building Material Resource Center Olivia's store. So if we ever refer to it as Olivia's store, that's why, because our friend Olivia works there.
So they ended up having a ton of pine boards, which was perfect because that's actually the kind of board we wanted for the kind of the look we're going for, which is kind of the farmhouse vibe. So this is going to be great. It's going to take the stain color that I really like the best. So it's pretty exciting.
The pine boards that they had are tongue and groove, where we've got a groove on one side and a tongue on the other, which is going to work great for the accent wall that we have above the coffee bar, but not so much for window and door trim. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut this down, take off the tongues and the grooves, and have nice square boards for our trim. Why do we buy tongue and groove boards if we're just going to be cutting the tongues and the grooves off? Well, that is an excellent question. This wood was very cheap. And if we just have to do a little bit of milling, a little bit of cutting and trimming to get it to be exactly what we want, it'll be the same species and the same batch of wood. It will all take the stain the same. So we also picked up these nice big knotty pine boards because for our window boxes, so not the window trim, but the inside part of the box is going to be about almost 6 inches in some cases. And so we needed to have a big board that we can cut those pieces out of. Plus, we have our one post in the apartment that we're going to wrap with a pine as well. our boards are 5 inches.
Okay.
So I'm thinking if we cut at 2 7/8, that'll be an 1/8 inch for the blade, and that would give us 2 inches for base molding.
Okay. Yeah,
so
I think that will be good.
I've got 10 boards here. That'll
Okay.
get us all the base molding we need. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut out a 2 7/8 board out of this tongue and groove board, and that will leave us a 2-inch top path that will include the tongue. And we're thinking that that's kind of a nice little detail that we'll use for base molding around the bottom of the apartment.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that'll look really nice. It'll finish
You'll
it.
catch stuff behind there.
There probably will be. Well, you know, it won't be our place to clean.
Yeah.
It'll be the kids' issue.
Exactly. So we could just do the window framing like that, but we've got a little bit of extra wood, so we may do, or what we will do is
Yeah.
kind of a nice craftsman detail like that.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Today we're going to continue working on the coffee bar for the apartment. You can see here we've got a very detailed drawing of the coffee bar that we're trying to build. So along the bathroom wall, we're going to have this countertop that we showed you in the last part of the video. And under that countertop, there'll be a little dorm-sized fridge, plus we'll make a little shelf. There'll also be some room above the refrigerator for goldfish bags, bags of goldfish, snacks, whatever, sock drawer. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to cut our big piece of plywood down to do these 3 side pieces and this shelf, and then we'll face those with wood. Check it out.
Yeah.
It's going to need to go towards you more. All right, we got the coffee bar installed. Now we're going to start working on the accent wall. I'm going to be working in here installing these while Amy is out cutting them to size for me. But then that will go all the way up to the ceiling.
Last difficult board, cutting around the outlets and light switch that are in the wall.
So because we have added this wood to the wall, we have to extend our outlet boxes so that we don't have a combustible surface near the outlets. So these outlet extenders just fit on like that. And then they come with these nice long screws that you put in. And we just throw an outlet cover on. And just like that,
It's all pretty.
our coffee bar has an outlet. So it's a common misconception that you have to completely unmake the outlet in order to get this behind. But all you gotta do is just take your outlet and twist it, drop this over the top, and it goes right in.
It's so great that the apartment is done. We're really happy with how it turned out. The wood trim looks amazing. So yeah, we can actually now move on to more fun things. And and we'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.